All right, guys. Hopefully the mic is working. Check one, two. Anyway, guys, check out our little background. And we're gonna get started here in a little bit because yes, we gotta talk about Mandy Andy. Oh man, buddy, that's an interesting little rhyme there. But yes, we are gonna be talking about Mandy tonight, guys. I announced her. I in the first playlist of this thing, so I figure it's time to elaborate, time to give you guys an idea of who she's going to be, what her role is on the show, and why and where did she come from. Because I'm going to be real, guys. As much as voice is a personality of mine, so is Mandy. All right, guys. So welcome to Raw Material Andy, and yes, this is going to be a crazy one. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been getting very personal on the channel lately. Hopefully my mic is working. Hopefully everything is good. Guys, I'm going to take you back through it. I might repeat some stuff that I've said before because I want to talk about these characters that I've been bringing into the show. The newest one, the newest edition, Mandy. I'm going to try to maybe do her voice a little bit here and see if we can get it going. So, Mandy, would you like to introduce yourself? Well, Andy, thank you for letting me on the show. I'm going to be honest with you. Your jacket and your shirt looks really good, my guy. And as far as the voice is concerned, he's very rude, Andy. And I really think he needs to not ever control your style. The whole face paint thing, not digging that. Mandy, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. You need to not convince Andy not to do face paint because here's the deal, dude. I need a face, okay? One that he cannot break, okay? Because if he paints his own face and it's me, he's not going to do anything bad to it. Voice, listen, okay? What kind of makeup are we going to find for him, though? You know what I mean? Like, Andy has to have a specific look if we do the makeup. I keep telling you that I'm doing the research. Well, you need to get on it because Andy's supposed to be our tech guy. All right, guys. So there's a little example of what I'm trying to bring to the channel now. What I would love to do, I would love to tell you what Mandy's all about. Guys, look, the outfit I'm wearing right now, dude. The outfit I am wearing right now is Mandy, dude. Now the only thing I disagreed with her about was the fact that the jacket is black and green and I'm wearing a black and purple shirt. And then she reminded me, Mandy, well, Andy, I don't know if you remember it all, but one of your favorite villains is the Joker. And I must say, you and Voice look very good in purple. I enjoy the color on you. And so I figured a black and purple shirt would be awesome. And the black and purple with the black and green, Andy, it matches because of the Joker. We gotta love that Joker. Oh my God, very good one, Mandy. Guys, welcome to the show, Dragon Warrior. You said yeah, but hey, buddy, like and subscribe. We're talking about the characters of Raw Material Andy, these voices that I throw, these personalities that come out, and the new one that has arrived. What you were just hearing, hopefully, I'm sure it came out on the mic really weird because, like I said, I'm working with this voice, was Mandy, the female voice character that I want to bring on Raw Material Andy. So let's get into this. Where did she come from? What's going on here? Hey, I love Cads. We're talking about Mandy. Hey, I love Cads. I see you a lot down in the chats, and I must say thank you so much for coming on Raw Material Andy. Like and subscribe, girly. Actually, Mandy, she actually is subscribed to us, or he. Sorry if we get that wrong. Oh, that's really cool, Andy. So she's like a returning person. Guys, she's just learning about YouTube, okay? She was never involved in this. She does have involvement, but you guys didn't know. Hey Jay, what's up? Welcome to the stream, my guy. I hope you're here. Yeah, I love Cads. Look, man, with the pronoun thing. Hey, man, look. Another thing I want to tell you guys. I know you might be seeing these pins pop up on my jacket, so we're just gonna get this out there right now. Yes, you will be seeing a lot of these pins here on Raw Material Andy, and if you log off right now or don't, unsubscribe, hey, that's fine. I get it. But here's the deal. Mandy here ordered these, and when she showed these to me, I absolutely was thrilled because we are very equal here. We love people for who they are as long as they're whatever they're doing or whatever they're using this for is for good. Jay, yes, I am a YouTuber. I can't say I'm a big famous YouTuber. No. Guys, my name is Andy Schaefer. I'm from Hanover, Pennsylvania, and I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Yes, I started this thing when I was 35 years old. Now, most YouTubers at my age are fucking retiring, right? They're like retiring and doing their thing. But me, I'm kind of a dude who lives by himself, has a cat, and just wants to come on and entertain people and make y'all laugh. So hopefully that's good. Mandy also is a character, like I said. So guys, let's get into that because, like I said, I want to kind of explain to you where she's at. It's gonna be some history here, and yes, you will hear her throughout this video. Like I said, if it doesn't sound completely girly, guys, just bear with me on this, man. This is a craft you're working on. And when it comes to doing voices, guys, there are plenty of videos out there. The one thing I've been learning to do, I knew I was aware of it, but I needed a little bit more advice in the area, was learning how to speak through the diaphragm. Guys, yes, if you can learn to speak through your diaphragm, if you don't know what a diaphragm is, look it up. It's usually this muscle, I believe, in between your lungs and your stomach or whatever, but you can literally manipulate it and pull voices out of it instead of using your throat, which is very good because I'm going to be real. Using the voice, Andy here, when he talks like me, it can be a little rough on the throat. So we've been coming in through the diaphragm, which is how I'm able to get deeper. Yeah. So guys, we are learning voice acting over here on Raw Material Andy as well. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, dude, it's something in my life that I wanted to do because I've always been into like theater a little bit. I know it's kind of weird, but I love the idea of getting in a costume, throwing on a voice, and being this character and just acting it out for people on screen. That's what I love to do here on Raw Material Andy. You can tell I'm getting really fucking excited about this because this girl character, this female character, has been something I've wanted to do, and I've been so nervous to do. So, Andy, why Mandy? Why now? Guys, throw some likes up there for Mandy. Throw some love in for Mandy. What play? I have not done any plays. Oh, okay, I did some theater in school, but no plays. That's the kind of theater that it's hard for me to do. I like to do my own thing, and sometimes when you're given a character, you can't pull it off. And that was my issue. Is well, not so much I couldn't pull off the character. It's just I couldn't get in the right mindset to do it. Like if you give me a Shakespeare part and I had to play Romeo or something, dude, that's not happening, dude. But if you give me like Sweeney Todd, I got you, guy. I got you, guy. One of my favorite scenes in Sweeney Todd, I can't believe we're on this, but one of my favorite scenes in Sweeney Todd is when he finds his fucking razors again. You know what I mean? And he starts dancing through the streets like, you there, sir? Do you want to shave? Come visit old Sweetie, like fucking yes, guy. Woo! We're having a good time with Raw Material Andy, guys. I hope you are too. But let's talk about Mandy. Let's talk about where she came from. Why now? Why am I? Well, guys, let's be real. Let's look at how the world is nowadays. And I'm not trying to bring up political bullshit or nothing here, but it is a factor. When it comes to what's going on in the world, with the transgender thing, and all that and everything, people are getting really fucking stupid about it. And I hate it. I hate that people are getting dumb about it. Just let people be them. Like I said, as long as they're not causing any evil or using whatever they're trying to do for evil, why do we care? People should be able to be who they want to freaking be. That's why I'm here as well. That's why I support all of it, because I feel people should be able to be who they want to be. And there's a movie I want to talk about right now, because this movie was an old movie and I loved it when it came out. And you know what? I am going to be probably watching this movie right after this stream because I already got it downloaded, because I downloaded it earlier because it hit me that I remembered it and it was crazy. All right, now guys, this movie is an old one. It's called Wu Tong Fu, I think. Okay, it's kind of hard to say. Wu Tong Fu, I believe, but I can tell you exactly what it's about, and I can tell you why I loved it, because it's something different, right? Okay, so you got Patrick Swayze, you got Wesley Snipes, and I can't remember that freaking dude, John, the little clown in Spawn. Dude, you know what I'm talking about? You guys know who he is. He played in Empire, very good movie. I think I mentioned this in another video. But those three dudes, right? Those three dudes. Now think about at the time. I don't know when. I forget what year the fucking movie came out too, and I wish I would know these facts. Andy, this is the type of shit that a tech would know. Mandy, this should have been something you should have explained. Well, maybe in a future video I will. But Andy, you got it. All right, guys. So this movie is pretty. It starts out right where Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and this John guy, right, are playing these characters, and they're dressing up in drag, dude. They're dressing up in drag. And dude, I'm gonna be real, guys. When you see Wesley Snipes, right, dress up in drag for the first time, right, after just watching Blade, it's like, it makes sense where he got all the fucking moves, right? Like Wu Tong Fu, and then he went in there and became a vampire slayer, dude. I still think, can you imagine a world, right, where the Wu Tong Fu fucking Wesley Snipes was actually the Blade that we had. Can you imagine that? And if you guys do watch this movie, you're gonna fucking geek when you think about me saying this later, because dude, yeah, a motherfucker always wants to escape uphill. But yeah, guys, good shit. It's a good movie, but this movie's premise is pretty much these three drag women get stuck in a town, and of course this town is like, oh god, one of those towns where you're a freak or you're whatever, and you're blah 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 blah. But these three drag drags, I'm just gonna say drags, hopefully it doesn't offend anyone, end up, showing this town that, just because the outside appearance may not be something you like, you should look on the inner part of somebody, because then you will see the beauty that's really within. And if people could do that more now fucking days, then I wouldn't have to explain why Mandy is coming out in 2025 when I could have did this long ago and have. During the stand-up thing that I talked about, I did that for about from 2005 to 2010. Whoa, look at me dropping shit. From 2005 to 2015, guys, I tried to do the comedy route and things happened. I was gonna get back into it again, and then we had to witness somebody get slapped on stage, and I was like, if the jokes I tell, I mean, he just told a joke that was actually not that bad. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's called the slap around the world. I don't even want to get into it because it really made me mad. But the point is that, you can get slapped. I mean, you could tell the wrong joke and somebody would just take it the wrong way and just walk up on stage and wipe you the fuck out that quick. And that scared me, because I know who I am. And I don't tell jokes that are offensive, but I tell jokes that will maybe, get me fucked up, and not even bad ones. Like, I have rules, every comedian has their rules. I don't like anything involving kids, you know what I mean, in that area, or any um how to put this dark alley assault type jokes. I'm not into that. Racial slurs, I get the fuck out of here. I will snap on you for that crap. There is no need for it. There's a movie, Boondock Saints, where the movie would be perfect, but there's one scene I gotta skip because the joke is fine, but it's just because of how they worded it. Anyway, guys, man, I'm gonna be real. I was scared. I'm terrified to bring Mandy out into the open, to make her a character on Raw Material Andy, because of how the world is and how intolerable people are. And I feel, I say this a lot in my video. I feel like this is a really bad flaw in the human race that we have, where we can't just look at each other. And we only have the ability to see the outside shell anyway, but if we could actually look within and actually maybe jump into these people's bodies and actually feel what they're feeling, actually wonder what they're thinking and why they make the decisions they do and why they believe they are who they are, we would not be sitting here talking shit to each other at all. Because if you guys can imagine some of the shit that was said to me in life, I have sat here and I have reeled about it time and time again. Always forward, never backwards, guys. I am going to go backwards in my life to bring forward the fucking enlightenment. Man, one of the things I love is I tell people, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by this goth little whatever hysteria you think I got going on here. Like, don't be fooled by this, because there's a lot of enlightenment in this guy right here. A lot of enlightenment in all of us. Isn't that right, Mandy? Absolutely right, Andy. We are a force of good inside of you. I will say you're more corruptible than me in voice, but you are absolutely right. And you look fucking gorgeous today, my guy. Love the evening star. Love it all, dude. You're looking good. All right. Well, Mandy, thank you. What do you think, voice? Andy, I think fucking murder. That's what I think, dude. People want to talk shit. That's cool, dude. That's cool. And Mandy, I appreciate your little not cursing thing, but dude, yeah, whatever. Well, voice, I like to be more of a classy character, if you don't mind, because you're foul. You're very foul, my guy. You're not wrong. But Andy, what do you think about that? I'm going to be real, dude. I don't care what most people say. Because you know what? We've been wanting to do this all of our fucking lives, dude. We want to bring Mandy in here. But yeah, you're right, dude. It's scary out there nowadays, dude. If you do the wrong voice, if you say the wrong thing, somebody can fucking shut you down, dude, over a word, or over just it's a scary thing, guys. It really is. Guys, it is. It is, even to do that voice, man. I've gotten comments about the voice that have been so damn negative. It's crazy. And I thought about that. I'm like, you don't care about that, because guys, once you find something you love, you want to do it. So Mandy, I was afraid to bring her out because of what's going on in the world, guys. There's a lot of intoleration against people's sexualities. There's a lot of toleration against like drags, or just people who want to just explore and be themselves on a level that they deserve to be in this one fucking life that we get. And we got limited because y'all can't accept a little bit of fucking what, Halloween. What the fuck, dude? You know what? Honestly, that's one thing I love about Halloween and trick or treat is that's the one fucking day where a guy can dress up as a girl and not get fucking insulted for it, man. And that is crap. So it should be Halloween every day. We need to protest, guys. Petition because then everybody be accepted because we can walk out and dress up with whatever the fuck we want every day, every day, every day. Andy, why are we getting political here, buddy? We're not getting political. We're getting passionate, emotional, and we're trying to make sure people understand that that love is all it is, bro. I got this song, guys. I want you to look up, man. It's called "Love Away" by oh my god. Of course, I can remember their name. Fucking what is it, buddy? Andy, capital cities, you dumb bitch. Oh man, you're right. It's called Love Away by Capital Cities, guys. It's a great song. The one lyric in it goes, I'm not even going to spit a lyric right now, but we're going to talk about Mandy. Let's get it out there. So Mandy is what is she? Like, where did she come from? Where was her manifestation? When did I find out that she existed? Let's be real, guys. I've always been messing around with a girly voice too, or like, oh my god, guys, your shoes are so cute. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I could see you all right now because I would tell you how so fabulously beautiful you are. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, dude. Having a great time over here at Raw Material Andy. And yeah, Andy, that was a pretty good imitation of me. I mean, you can, see, that's the thing, guys. I love to do voices, I love to do stuff, and I understand why people would go fucking mental over this because it's like, dude, you're a dude. No, I'm not. Let me explain to you. You guys want some pronouns? Here we go. Okay. Mandy is the feminine version, the feminine part of me, the one that is, I don't know, man. And then you got me, who is the male version of my physical form. And then you got voice. I don't know what the fuck voice is, so we just call him they them. Okay, so I'm not all of them. I'm all of them. Okay, we are voice Andy and Mandy. We are not them, they, she, or he, or we are vam. Okay, we are vam. Okay, voice Andy, Mandy. That's our pronoun. We're fucking vam. VAM. Bam. Bam bam. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But guys, seriously, with the pronoun thing, hopefully I didn't offend anybody there. Seriously, I do try to respect it as much as I can. I get it. I do. It's like when somebody calls me Andrew. I really prefer you fucking not. Okay, call me Andy. It's tattooed on my fucking hand. How you messing that up? I get it. I get it. I do appreciate the people that are nice about it. Like, hey man, it's cool. Just hey, if you can, and if you forget, no big fucking deal, dude. It's fine. Those words I like that, and there is a lot of that, and and there's not a lot of hostility within these. Guys, I've been to parties where some of these people that everybody's hating on nowadays have been at, probably had the fucking most greatest time in my world. If you ever get a chance to go to a fucking drag party, dude, fucking go. You will have a great time. I'm telling you, you'll have the fucking blast, dude. I'm not even kidding, dude. I went to a couple of them in Alaska, dude. This shit's been around forever. I went a couple of them in Alaska, dude. Fucking best time I ever had in my life. Best time I ever had in my life. And dude, they can fucking dance, my guy. Something fierce, dude. Like, anyway, guys, what is this about? I love Mandy as a character. She is the feminine part of Andy. Okay, she is like when I wanted kids. That's her. My clothes, it's her. Mandy on the show is something different. But how did she manifest? When did she come about? Because I told you guys that voice has been around since I was pretty much a teenager. He's been around for a long time. He's a coping mechanism. So is Mandy. On the days where I feel really down on my self-esteem and I'm really self-conscious and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm not liking my outfit or I'm just not liking what I'm seeing, right? Mandy comes in and reminds me of what we could do maybe to change that. Or, hey, bro, just like she said earlier, man, I was kind of like worried about it, but you fucking look gorgeous, bro. That is the inner voice in you that fights that fucking demon that looks in the mirror and says, you're fucking ugly. You're this, you're that. Your teeth are all fucked up. Your hair is stupid, blah, blah, blah. That's the fucking demon that Mandy fights right there within me. She is the fucking sword and shield of that whole thing. When I buy new clothes, right? I know this is stupid, but it is through her because I feel that with her knowledge, she knows more about me in that area than I do. And yes, she is a part of me. And I keep talking these things like their personalities. And I keep wondering when people are going to call me crazy. No, this is not crazy. You can control things like this. It is crazy, but you can. I like to think of her as the more, as you can see, classy. She doesn't curse a lot. She is really good. Now, as far as why and where she popped up, there's a couple reasons. In your life, like I said, in your personal life, you deal with things, and there's sometimes a lack of love in your life that you get. But there are exceptions to this rule. For instance, the women in my life. Oh boy, let's not go into complete history here, but we're gonna obviously think I'm a single guy with a two-bedroom apartment, so with a cat, and I work all the time. So there you go. That gives you kind of an idea where I'm at. But let's be real. This is equal across the board. Women are not worse than men. Men are not worse than women. Women are worse than men. Men are worse than women. It's equal across the fucking board. I have seen the evil of cheating and everything else on both ends. So I am not offending anybody here, hopefully, but here is the reality of it, dude. Is that the women have been very nice to me in my life. I'm not gonna say all of them because there are a select few that have been great. There was one in particular that I could talk about. I won't go into detail about exactly what happened, but she was a friend of mine and a dude from Alaska. And this girl, the one day, her name was Isabella. And I'm going to be real, she was a great friend. More than that. If I go into story here, I'll break down into fucking pieces. But the gist of it is I loved her very much. And she was a good person. She was a great person. She was a person that would get me out there on the dance floor to dance to shit. And if you guys ever see me dance, it's just like fucking just this shit, man. It's fucking yeah, let's go. Let's have a good time. Fucking yeah. It's stupid. There's no sense or rhyme or reason. But she told me she's like, Andy, you shouldn't worry so much about what people see. Go out there and fucking move how you feel, man. Just let the music get in there and move them fucking limbs, dude. Let them loose and go. She was that type of friend. She was that type of woman in your life. Well, when I came back, okay, I ended up losing her. She ended up dying. Okay. And now we were in a position where, I really, where we were good. Sometimes you lose people that you love very much and love on the level of love, like for real love. Yes, I'm sharing personal things with you guys, but if you want to really know where Mandy came from, it was from the trauma of that right there. There's another event in my life that really fucked me up too. But that one right there, losing that girl. You want to talk about a perfect fucking woman for you? That was her. So when she died, it fucked me up, dude. It fucked me up so bad. I got back on drugs again after just quitting because and all this shit. And it just hit me hard. So I decided, October 13th, here's something to celebrate, of 2013, that I was going to quit drugs. I was going to turn into something else. And I started to realize, take a look at myself and realize that I wanted to do something. Now, my style before, guys, is almost the same as this, but I was wearing really baggy clothes. I wasn't allowing anyone to see how skinny I was because they would make fun of me. I would get told I was anorexic. I would get told that I was a meth head or whatever, and, that shit does hurt, but you know the truth. But you still want to look good for yourself. You don't like want to look good for other people. It's not going to get you anywhere. You want your style to be what you want it to represent. Black has been something that's been my life for a while. Quite recently, though, I've been introducing different colors. Purple is something that I have not introduced in my life. And I'm going to be real. The fact that Voice got on a Five Nights at Freddy's video in a purple suit and a mask. Guys, I know it's me masquerading as a character, but it was something I wanted to do. And that was probably the most theatrical we've gotten on this thing. But Mandy is kind of like a way for me to deal with the grief of the women that I've lost in my life that actually loved and cared about me. Even inspiration of women that are alive now, man. Some YouTubers that I love, some people in my family, very few women in my family. I'm sorry, but my sister Steph being one of them. She would like Mandy, and that's one thing about my sister Steph. I will say, Steph, I love you. I don't know if you're watching this, dude. I'm proud of you, sis. You know that, man. It's cool to know that me and you are holding down two places in Hanover, PA, and that we're fucking just destroying it like Schaefer's do. Maddie, my bro, I love you. But my sister Steph and Maddie always loved the Voice, always loved the Mandy stuff. Like when I would pull off the staff, they would love it. And having that kind of support system, I didn't have a lot of in my life. Everybody else fucking hated it, dude. Hated it. They just fucking hated it. There's an exception of a few people. But Mandy is a representation of me. Guys, I was raised by women. Barely any men in my life. I was raised by my grandma, my mom, my great grandma, my aunts. The men in my life, not to be whatever, they weren't there. So I had women in my life teach me almost every goddamn thing as a man. And that's I don't know if any of you moms out there who have sons that are, their dads are not around. I'm sorry that that's going on with you. And that's such bullshit. It makes me so mad. to see dudes have children and then leave their kids, especially when someone like me who would have loved to have a child and a woman and a family. So that angers people like on a level. I don't know if that angers some of you when you see somebody who is such a good person, they get left with kids, whether it's male or female, and then the other half makes it bullshit. It's so stupid. Um, but like, my great grandma, my grandmother, these people that inspire me and give me wisdom. They're, like I said, I say something about YouTubers. Mandy is the reason why I found. I know. Oh my God, here we go, Andy, and here we go with the fucking theory channels again. But the reason why I watch Style Theory, the reason why I watch a lot of the female YouTubers that I know is through Mandy. She found Susie from Fear Hunter. I so seriously hope I'm getting that name right. She found Hope Scope back in the day. I'm gonna be real, guys. Mandy as a person to me was awesome because I was raised by women. So I wasn't raised by men how to do things, which explains why I'm feminine sometimes, which explains my voice, though. I fucked up myself off a Scream years ago. But yes, Mandy is a manifestation of the feminine part of me. I think it's pretty cool that I can be open about this kind of stuff on YouTube, and I don't know what people are going to think, and I can imagine that people are going to have a lot to say about this. Let's be real, guys. I don't worry about that because this is raw material, Andy. And if you are here, like and subscribe because man, there are almost 8 billion people in the world, and you're hearing me rant about something that is beautiful to me, something that I've been wanting to do on this channel, and something that you are going to hear. Um, as far as what was Mandy's importance to me, dude? Why did I decide all of a sudden now to bring her into the show? Guys, like I said, I think it's a time more than ever to be yourselves to your fullest fucking potential, no matter what anyone thinks. If you are an artist and you think that people are telling you your shit sucks, paint more, dude. Paint it the way you want. If you're a songwriter, dude, don't listen to what people say about your music. Just do it for your fucking self. This is what I wanted to do, guys, all along. I wanted to create these two voices. All right. And even when I was a stand-up comedian, Mandy was there. I was way better at a female voice now back in the day. I really fucked up. I gotta quit smoking. Yeah, Andy, you definitely need to quit smoking. Yeah, Andy, because if you kill me and Mandy, dude, your channel is dead, dude. Tanked over. And then you got to reset and you got to name it Mandy Material Voice or something. Yeah, you're right. But no, guys, yes, there's some personal things I'm working on in life, and I'm getting that through. But no, Mandy is something important to the channel that I want to start including her because I want a female presence on the channel that comes through me. I'm glad I didn't say comes through her because that could have been that could have been crazy, but you guys get it, jokes and all that. That's what we do here at Raw Material, Andy. But no, I really wanted to bring her into the show because she's been in there for a while. And like I said, when I lost my friend Isabella, I started to realize that she became like this guide also. As far as what is her role gonna be on Raw Material, Andy? Because I know this is probably a crazy video, and I can imagine some of you are probably like, what the fuck? But I wanted to elaborate on Mandy and what she's going to be a Raw Material Andy because you're going to start hearing her in the videos, and I don't want you guys to be like, "What the fuck is this?" You'll know now. So when you come to the videos, and I do try to do the voice, do keep in mind it's a work in progress. Try not to make fun of me too much. If you do, it probably won't bother me at all because like I said, this is something I've dreamt about. This idea fucking hit me so bad the other week when me and Voice were recording Raw Material Andy Wrestling. What do you think about that, Voice? Oh, Andy, I love being the ringside announcers, dude, for that series, man. Me and you really get into that shit. But honestly, Andy, I'm gonna be real, dude. You're quite boring at the table. You know what I mean? Like, I like you, dude. I do as like a ringside announcer, but you're fucking amateur, dude. You don't know how to call the match at all. You talk about John Cena and his fucking little heel turn. No one cares, dude. No one fucking cares. A lot of people care about that, buddy. Andy, do not fucking interrupt me. I want Mandy beside me at the announce table. That's something I wanted to do too, guys. I want Mandy to actually come in and actually do some shit. Yes, we're gonna discuss something else too because yeah, you guys are probably thinking the same idea. Like, whoa, Andy, with what you've been doing with this voice character lately, we'll get there. Mandy is the stylist. she's our stylist, man. She's the reason why Voice wears the Vanny mask and the theory jacket and something with Five Nights at Freddy's or something or whatever he's doing to the video. She is the reason why I come out in Negan jacket and the beanie. She decides what me and voice look like for you guys on physical form. She is the part of my brain that decides what to wear for work, what to pack for lunch, what the basic shit. You see, this is a part of my brain that I'm just taking and putting into a personality. You guys can split yourself and still be sane. You know what I mean? Because sometimes one brain can't handle it all, so you got to put it in between three, which is what I do. But Mandy is our stylist, dude. Man, I'm gonna be real though. Oh my god, dude, she watches way too much style theory, and not only that, dude. Like some of the shit that she has introduced me to on YouTube. Oh my god. Whatever, Andy. You know Ryan George from Pitch Meetings is so awesome. Yeah. You introduced me to Pitch Meetings. Mandy introduced me to Pitch Meetings, which was fucking great. If you guys know anything about Ryan George, go like and subscribe to that guy. Not being sponsored, nothing. It's the dude's a fucking great comedian. The pitch meeting thing pretty much is him pushing two characters. Okay, they don't have very different voices, but they're kind of distinct. And he pitches movies and talks shit about the plot holes and everything that's going on. It's awesome. That's what I mean, guys. But as far as what Mandy's gonna be doing on Raw Material, Andy, she's a stylist. So anytime you guys love a shirt or a necklace or anything, you can thank Mandy down in the comments. Don't thank me and voice. We don't dress ourselves, dude. We're grown ass men. We can't do anything. Yeah, honestly, I can agree to that. Whatever, Mandy. Look, I love you though. I do, guys. This whole female character thing. I just want to be real with you guys. Yes, I'm nervous. I'm a fucking wreck trying to bring it out, given the times and all that. But I am seeing that the times seem to be getting just a tad bit more tolerable. I'm so glad that the political part of life is getting fucked up. That way, that part of the life is getting a little overshadowed, which is good because that's what we fucking need. Even though the political part of the world is always shit. Don't care who's in. Anyway, we're not gonna get that political because then it's gonna get ugly. Because me, Voice, and Mandy are in agreement on that whole thing. Yeah, they all suck, Andy. You know what, guys? I agree. But hey, Andy, why don't we hop off here, man? Because I'm gonna be real. But yeah, I'm very excited as well, Andy, to bring Mandy in with us. I really think that's something that would really be great. And if you can get me and her going real good, dude, I think that would be very entertaining for our family here, our Raw Material Andy family here. Andy, what do you think about that? Yeah, guys, that's what I want to do, man. Guys, I always had this vision of creating a team, of having a team of real humans that maybe one day, I don't know. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine me? Like, I had this thought one day, right, where I would get an interview at like a big YouTuber that wants me to come in and maybe like do some talking or whatever, maybe even host like something on their show. Like, can you imagine GT Live? Can you imagine me and the voice on GT Live with Mandy? Can you, dude? As I drop the phone. Andy, you technical difficulties, bitch. Yeah, Andy, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I don't appreciate the fact that you're dropping the tech either. I mean, I know you're a tech guy, but dude, you suck. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate you and the voice fucking ganging up on me, dude. That's awesome. That's great shit. See, guys, that's the kind of shit I want to do, man. I'm telling you. Fucking excellent, guy. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I'm psychotic. I haven't had a mental breakdown yet. The voices don't tell me to do anything bad. So we're good. We're fine, right? We're good. You guys good? Look, guys, if you do send me help, I get it. I understand. I understand. This is mental. Absolutely mental. But guys, I am sane. I am fine. Everything's good in the membrane or whatever the fuck they say. Whatever the kids are saying nowadays, it's good in the hood. No, I don't know. I don't remember what they say anymore. I don't even know if I should have said that because that might have been that might. Oh boy. Anyway, guys, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Always Forward, Never Backwards. But guys, yeah, Mandy is something that's very important to me as a character. I've been very excited to bring her to the screen. And yes, I have been scared to do so because of what's been going on nowadays and the intoleration. And I already know that I'm going to get some hate on this character, especially when people find out what I really want to do with her. Now, here's the big question that I wonder if any of you have been wondering or if maybe you guys are curious about. Leave some likes up there, guys. Thank you for the comments in the chat. Let's do a little call out real quick. I love cats. Thank you for being in here, Jay. Thank you for being here, Dragon Warrior. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I hope you're digging what you see here. Spread the word about raw material, Andy, if you can. I would love to get this around. Man, it'd be cool to get Mandy voicing me around, man, and see what people would think, you know? Yeah, I understand there's some insanity on this end, but guys, man, this is what I love to do. This is raw material, Andy. Um, but yeah, guys, like I said with Mandy, I really hope I know she's gonna cause some controversy, and especially when people, see and understand the ideas I have of her. Now, I guess the big question would be, are you ever gonna see her in physical form? Okay, I want you to think about what I just asked you there for a minute. Are you ever gonna see Mandy in physical form? The voice is easy, guys. I throw a Vanny mask on and gloves, but let's talk about Mandy for a minute. She is a girl. Guys, this is going to be crazy. I'm not going to object to the idea that you are ever going to see her in physical form. You may. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I would love to bring her in physical form. I'm just going to say it. I would love to bring Mandy in actual physical form, to actually be on screen with you guys, for her to actually talk to you, just like I do with the voice. And I know what I'm saying right now might be turning some people off on this idea, and I know, but hey, why not create our own little too long foo short over here in Raw Material Andy? You know what I'm saying? If I find a great makeup artist, guys, you have no idea what's gonna happen, and Mandy may actually show up in physical form. And I know what some of you are saying, Andy, why would you do that? And there may be even some of you that are going to say some really negative stuff about that and some really ignorant stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, I love to express myself artistically. And one of the artistic ways I do that, guys, is by being Andy, being the voice, throwing on the mask, throwing on the jacket, making him look different from me. And Mandy. Mandy is going to be a huge part of the show. She is going to be something that I am very thrilled that I'm bringing. I love the idea of this. I love the idea of having Andy, maybe coming in and hosting whatever, and then these two taking over and doing their thing, man. It would be nice to do a wrestling video, right? Where I do a series on the announcer series. I do that right now, guys. Where I show up in the video first, tell you what the match card's gonna be, and then all of a sudden I send you down the ringside to Andy or to Voice and Mandy, and then they tell the match. That is something I've had planned since the first fucking season of that show, and I would love to do it. So, Mandy, what do you think about this? Are you ready? Are you ready to be more of a presence here on Raw Material, Andy? Are you ready to like be a part of this family with us? Because you've been a part of me for a while too. So what do you got to say to that? Honestly, man, here's the mic. Here you go. Well, Andy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really appreciate you introducing me tonight, voice. This was a great idea. Guys, like Andy said, I know this is probably weird for you guys. It's like, dude, what is this guy doing? And I can sound like Andy too, and I can sound like the voice. You see, I can manipulate the voice too. But guys, yes, as Mandy, I am the stylist of raw material Andy. So anything he's wearing, anything you like, you can thank me in the comments for. But Andy, I'm very excited for the future of raw material, Andy, and I appreciate the fact that you're gonna let me be a part of it. Absolutely, Mandy. Now, guys, like I said, I'm working on the voice. It is what it is. So, guys, hopefully you could be nice about it and maybe cheer me on about it, dude. Because I'm gonna be real fucking nervous, dude, to do that voice. You guys know why, man, but this is something different. So, guys, thank you so much for taking your time out and maybe listening about Mandy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm really excited for this. This is like a dream for me to be able to do these two voices. And it may be a small dream to some people, but to me, it's everything I ever wanted to do. And hopefully, I can make you laugh, because that's all that matters to me over here in Momentary Andy, is that we make you laugh, that you have a great time, and as well, that you protect your kids and you spread love and laughter, dude, because that's all that matters, guys, right? And always remember, dude, that you are loved, that you are beautiful, and that if you at all have anything you want to talk about, you guys are safe here. And I guess I should end it as I always do, guys. Remember, always forward, never backwards. Give love to Mandy in the comments. And guys, thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me, this personal journey that is always forward, never backwards. Because yeah, guys, I'm revealing parts of myself that I never thought I would reveal in my life to anyone. So thank you guys for being a part of this. And hopefully you don't think I'm too crazy. And hopefully maybe you think I'm crazy enough to where you might want to like and subscribe. But guys, just protect your kids, spread love and laughter. Always forward, never backwards. Love you guys, and can't wait to see you in the next one.